Okay, so I did a sensor test on the Jeep today with the crank position sensor. This time I was able to test it while it was connected to the PCM. In order to do that, I just took the clip, the actual clip off the harness to the PCM, and I pulled the metal pins out, and then I just used gator jumpers to hook it up to the crank position sensor harness. With that, I was able to connect the multimeter to the ground lead and the signal wire at the same time, so that I could take readings while I was cranking the car, and actually got it to start, so I have readings from it running and readings from it cranking. Alright, so I'll edit that video in, and that's going to show how I have the sensor connected. Here's my ground wire, and that's where I'm hooking up with the multimeter ground onto, that's the center pin in the wiring harness, and it's going to the center pin on the sensor harness. My red is actually my signal wire. That's coming over here to the brown and black pin, or the computer harness for the sensor, and that's where I've got a connection there, and that is what I'm reading on my multimeter. And then over here for white, I've got white connected onto the voltage line for the harness for the sensor, and also connected to the orange for the PCM harness for that sensor. And after that, I'm going to do the engine running. Okay, so that's the car running, and it was ranging from, from about 0.31 to 0.33, maybe 0.34 volts, and then we had ohms reading. Hey, bud.
Daddy.
Ohms was about 2.7 mega ohms.
Daddy. Daddy.
All the way to 3.12 mega ohms.
Daddy.
Yeah. So after I had it running, well, it shut down while I was doing that running test, or right after I finished that video, the car shut down. It does this. It's normal. So with the car being shut down, I've got more of the key on, key off, and attempting to start, and the voltages from that, as well as the ohms from that. This is volts. Key on. Goes up to 0.2, 0.36, 0.37, and then it sits at 5 after it's done starting. No. So it's being kind of weird. Okay, now it's down to 0.05, the key off, keys on, 0.047, key 0.36 again, 35, 28. Sometimes we're getting that random 5 volts when the key's on. It's not doing it now. It was doing it a minute ago. There we go. 5.157 volts after start sequence is attempted. And there it is, going back to 5.157. And now 0.04. Oh, almost got it there. And now we're back up to 515. There we go. Okay, there we go. Kilo ohms, 2.5 kilo ohms on start, 166 ohms on key on, key off, and 1.64
0.4 kilo ohms at the key off. 2.9 to 3.1, 3.2 kilo ohms on start, and 166 ohms key on. Fuel pump is priming. And there's that 5 volts. And a 0.2, 0.34, 0.35, 0.04 with key on. 5.15 with the key on. So this is weird.
Is that how it's supposed to look? I think not. I mean, I was expecting to get, you know, 5 volts on the start, or maybe like 2.5 volts, because of, you know, it's like auto ranging, averaging multimeter, but I'm getting, you know, 0.23, 0.3, stuff like that. So let me know.